Why do people say they'll change a habit and then do the exact opposite? I'll quit smoking. I'll eat better. I'll start saving money. The intentions are clear. So why doesn't behavior always follow? Welcome to the theory of reasoned action, a powerful framework that explains why we often mean well, but act differently. Developed by Martin Fishbein and Isaac Agen in the 1970s, the theory of reasoned action was created to predict deliberate, rational behavior. It argues that a person's behavior is driven by their behavioral intention, which in turn is shaped by 1. Attitude toward the behavior, 2. Subjective norms. In simple terms, what you think about the action plus what you think others expect of you equals your intention, your behavior. Let's break it down. Firstly, attitude toward the behavior. This is how you feel about the action. Is it positive or negative? Is exercising seen as fun and beneficial or time-consuming and painful? Secondly, subjective norms. These are social pressures. What do people important to you, family, friends, colleagues, think about this behavior? Do they approve or disapprove? These two factors create behavioral intention, and behavioral intention is considered the best predictor of actual behavior, according to TRA. But remember, TRA assumes that people make rational decisions and have complete control over their behavior. Let's apply TRA to a common public health issue: condom use among university students. Student A has a positive attitude toward condoms. They see them as smart, safe, and responsible. Student B is influenced by subjective norms. Their peers say condoms kill the vibe, and their partner avoids the topic. Now, who's more likely to use condoms consistently? According to TRA, student A will have a stronger intention and will be more likely to act on it, assuming they have full control over the situation. Now, why do researchers love TRA? It's structured. It gives you a clear path from thoughts to intentions to actions. It's measurable. You can design surveys with attitude and norm questions and link them to actual behavior. It's predictive. Works well for behaviors like dieting, voting, wearing seatbelts, and more. But there are limitations. It assumes rational behavior, ignoring emotions, habits, or impulse decisions. It works best when the behavior is completely under a person's control, which isn't always the case. For example, someone may intend to eat healthy, but lives in a food desert with no access to fresh produce. This is exactly why Agen later extended the model into the theory of planned behavior, adding perceived behavioral control. So how do you use TRA in your research? Let's say you're studying exercise behavior among office workers. 1. Start with your research question. What predicts whether office workers intend to exercise weekly? 2. Use TRA to frame your conceptual model. Include attitude and subjective norm as independent variables. 3. Design your questionnaire. Do you believe exercising is beneficial for you? Attitude. Do your colleagues or family expect you to stay fit? Subjective norm. 4. Measure behavioral intention and actual behavior after a few weeks. This lets you test the strength of TRA in your study population. Here's your recap. TRA helps explain intentional behavior. 2 big influencers: attitude and subjective norms, best for behaviors people have control over. Limited when emotions or external constraints take over. It's one of the simplest and most elegant frameworks in behavioral research. Now that you know why people often say one thing and do another, subscribe if you want the clearest explanations of research theories and models, delivered with visuals, real-life examples, and practical research tips. Thanks for watching. And remember, behavior begins with intention.